Hey, well, welcome to the National Exhibition Centre for the Commercial Vehicle Show 2018. We're going for a stroll around Hall 5 and we'll take a look and see if there's anything interesting that you want to look at. If you want to look at anything, let me know by commenting or whatever. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, so first thing we're going to look at, I'm just going to have a quick look at the RHA stand, because last year they had a really nice feature on here which was a racetrack, and I quite like racetracks. But it doesn't look as if they've got it this year, but they've got quite a lot of general stuff. One of the things I noticed about the CV show last year was the predominance of vans, and vans are still the big topic here. By gosh, there's loads of them. But we will wander around and see if we can see anything interesting by way of trucks. Interesting, isn't it? Because obviously there's a huge amount of money spent on relatively lightweight vehicles. I guess it's our current culture of doorstep delivery, you know, where we order stuff from Amazon or who the hell, and they deliver it to us the next day. And I guess that's why we're seeing so many vans just like this. Good to see a few big tank trailers. They're looking really smart just in the distance there. Don't know if you can see them. I guess so. But it's really rammed with people at this time of the day. It's just about, what is it, coming up for 11:30. Well, I wasn't due to start doing anything until until about 5 minutes time, but there you go. Now that's really smart looking, isn't it? I think that's a smart looking vehicle, and it's well signed as well. I'm wandering down here because there was a couple of larger tracks down here last year, but things have obviously moved around a bit. We'll have a little walk round and try not to butt into people and see what else we can find. If you see something that interests you, then for goodness sake say so, and we'll have a bit more of a look at it. Interesting, there's a lot of tank bodies and tank trailers kicking about at this show as well. Pretty smart looking wagons here actually, and this trailer looks seriously, I guess that's food grade stainless in the and there we go, that looks really smart. I like it a lot. More tanks, loads of tanks, Cemex tanks. I don't know whether this is a sign of good business with lots of tanks being around, and whether it's a particular indicator of the kind of business that people are doing more and more of. Can't say really. Good old Turners, they're becoming so huge now, haven't they? So let's just wander up here, and more tanks. This is obviously, I've obviously got into the tank farm at in Hall 5. It's really a busy place. But now we're out into more general country. We're going to continue down here because I'm finding this quite interesting, and I hope you are. Don't forget, if there's anything you want to see, let me know, and we'll take a look. The famous whale pumps, who I have to say do immense business, don't they? An Irish company. And a massive Eddie Stobart trailer. Watch out for the tigers, I guess, next time you're behind Eddie.
What's the name of the...
Okay, that kind of clears the big end of Hall 5. And we're going to have a look round and just see what else there is in Hall 5, because if there's anything you want to see in particular, let me know and we'll go and take a look at it. Drive down here. And we're back into van country again. Not so smart. A few trailers. We're going to see what else we can find that's of particular interest to drivers. There's some useful stuff about, but I have to say, I am gobsmacked with the number of vans that are on display here in Hall 5. Hall 5 last year had a lot of trucks. It had DAFs and it had MANs, and it was a pretty smart area. But now it's, to be honest with you, I think it's fairly lacking in interest from the HGV side of the business. If you want to be a van driver for Amazon, of course, there's lots of vans here, and good luck to you, we say. Here's something that looks a bit better. Iveco. Oh, excuse me. Didn't mean for that to all flip. Smart looking wagon. And a truck mixer body on there. Come back and have a look at this if you're interested. Tell me if you'd like to look at the Iveco tractor unit, and we'll come back and have a peep at it. And there's nothing wildly exciting down here at all. We're heading back this way because I just to finish the survey of Hall 5, which is the biggest hall. Just to finish the look at that, I just want to walk down this side of the hall and see what interesting things there are. Renault again are all kind of, I guess you'd say they're all vans really. They're not showing any large tractors or rigids here, I think, at all, by the look of it. I don't know, we'll have a look and see what we can find. And then we come down here and we're heading towards the mighty Ford. It's a big place to wander around, isn't it? But to be honest with you, from the HGV and the tracking TV viewpoint, the HGV and the tracking TV point of view, there isn't a lot in Hall 5. Sorry, bud. So Ford as usual, again, loads and loads of vans. My goodness, I'll have one. I wouldn't mind a new van to convert into a motorhome, but I'm not going to talk about that on Tracking TV because everybody will have a go at me. So here's the only other display of tractor units here, which is the MAN guys. They've got a couple of tractors here, and they're much the same as the tractors they had on display last year. So there you go, that's our look round, our walk round Hall 5. We'll come back to you in, that's what I think, Robert, actually, Robert Peace, I do think it's a van show, and that's really what it's all about here today. It's what we obviously sold loads and loads of, and I guess the big wagons like this are, well, they're not to a great degree displayed, are they? A bit sad, I think, really. It would be nice to see examples of all the serious heavyweight vehicles that are available in the UK, but at the moment, well, we can't. Sad. Okay, Robert, any further comments? Glad to have them. That's the end of this little clip. We'll have a look round the other 2.5 halls shortly. Be back in about, let's see, we'll be back at around 11:45 with the next tour of the halls. See you soon.